everybody, it's Yuilly here. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Juice WRLD type beat in Bandlab. Right, let's get straight into it. So we're going to want to go to Bandlab Sounds. Usually I would go into loops, but I know a great loop kit that is going to help us a lot in this video. So if we go to the One Hit Wonders packs, we will see, look, One Hit Wonder Beats or One Hit Wonder the Infinite Loop Kit. We're going to go into One Hit Wonder Beats. And we're just going to go straight to the piano section, and we're going to have a look at some samples. I don't know, let's just click on a random one. What about this one? Oh, well, there you go, that's already pretty much Juice WRLD right there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put that in, and we're going to transpose it so that it's in C minor. This just means that it's easier if you add other instruments that aren't quite in the same key. It will pitch shift it so that it is in the same key. But anyway, now that we've got that, we'll just have a quick listen to it from like around here. Oh, it's got extras. Great. So it's like a two-part kind of sample. That's going to be really, really helpful for our hook and our chorus. So we're just going to find something that's of the same key in the bass section. Let's have a look. Oh, would you look at that? It's literally right there. Great. So I'm just going to move this over here, and we're going to slice this, copy it, and we're going to move it over so that now it's here. Great. So now we've got the sort of exciting, the more intricate bit for the hook. That's what we want. Great, perfect already. Okay, so what we're gonna do now that we've got this, we're just gonna turn the piano up a little bit and the bass a little bit down. Remember, the bass shouldn't always be heard, it's more something that should be felt. But yeah, that's just a really useful piece of information to know going forward whenever you make a beat. You don't want the bass to be too loud. Great, I love that already. So I'm gonna be back in a second. I'm just going to make some trap hats. I'm back, everybody. So basically all I did was I got the hi-hats made. So I figured that if I put them all next to each other, it was going to take a really long time and it would be like way too quick. So if we have a look here, what I've gone and done is I've just I've put it so it's kind of like this. I missed out the first one just to give it a bit of variation, and I added this here, which may seem a bit complicated, but all you actually have to do is switch off snap to grid, and just make them like really small, and then just put them next to each other. I didn't make them too small. I wanted there to be about 4 in one bar, so it kind of just goes from, you know, like 4/4 to like, I don't know, but yeah, that's what it sounds like. I thought if I repeated it over and over again, it would be a little bit too repetitive. So what I did was I just got rid of one hi-hat here, and even though it doesn't seem like much, it actually really helps to not make it too boring. All I did was like I sliced this, and then I kind of did that. And then I realized that was too boring, so I just, you know, I edited it at the end and then merged it to one region. But yeah, that's basically just what I did, and then I put that there. And I also changed the color of the bass. I wanted, because with samples I like to have them similar colors, but you know, not the same, so they don't look like the same thing, because that just hurts my eyes a little bit. I don't know about you. It just doesn't feel right. With the percussion, I'll keep it roughly around the same color as well. But now, what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to go add a kick and a snare. Okay, so I added some kicks with the chill wave drum kit, and it's just paired to the same points as the bass line. And I added some claps from the 909 pad, and I forgot to say before, but the hi-hats are just from the normal trap pad kit. So now it sounds something along the lines of this. The kick is really useful on the bass. It gives it a bit more power at the beginning, makes it gives it more attack, if that makes sense. All I did was I made sure that the snare / the clap pattern wasn't too see, I used the clap. It wasn't too like what's the word? It wasn't not too complex. You don't want the snare or the clap to be too complex. I added a bass boost to give it a bit more depth so that it didn't just sound like a clap. But yeah, and the kick is just the chill wave drum kit kick. So yeah, and it's that's basically it. So then what I've decided to do is it sounds pretty good how it is. However, it still feels quite slow in my opinion. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like a little trick that I've learned over the past few years or so in producing. And because this is quite a fast BPM, we don't want them right next to each other, but these extra hi-hats can be quite quieter. They're a different sound, but they're still similar, and they just kind of give it a bit more speed. They're a lot softer as well. So what we'll just go and do is we'll just delete that, and then we'll move these over here so that we can, yeah, if we look at that. There we go. That's it, 2.3, boom. I'll just copy that again, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a track, and it's just gonna be pretty helpful when I want to copy and paste. So like I'll just put that down there, and then what I'll do, I won't even use it, I'll just do it so that these are like this. Also, I'm gonna color code these extra hats because that's the same color as the bass, and I don't want it to be the same color as the bass, so it's gonna be purple. There we go. See? Usually I would only do the chorus or the hook for 8 bars, but seeing as this is 173 BPM, which is very, very fast, what I've decided to do is do 16, and I'm going to do 32 bar verses. So for 32 bar verses, or for just the verse in general, I'm going to get the less complex part, and I'm going to move it just over here, paste it in. We're not going to paste the bass, we're going to paste these hi-hats, but not the other hi-hats, the snares and the claps, and of course the kick, and we're just going to loop, or we're just going to copy and paste it to 32 bars, then we're going to do the chorus again, then we're going to do another 32 bar verse, and then we're going to do the chorus and a little outro, and then we'll be done. Okay. So what I've done is I've finished the structure. So how I did it was did a 16 bar intro with the hi-hats, and then I did a 16 bar chorus, 32 bar verse, 16 bar chorus / hook again, 32 bar verse, and then I did the hook / chorus one last time, and then I did the outro. Actually, with the outro, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to copy that, paste it in, and just take off the last 2 bars from it. And I'll do the same with the kick, but I'll just get rid of it here. Great, and then that's the beat done. Yeah. Basically, you know, sometimes you get door problems. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But anyway, that's what the beat sounds like. Now we save it as Juice WRLD type beat. and it will be ready to upload either to Beatstars, or you can use it for an artist, or just whatever you want. So I will put mine up on Beatstars, and you'll be able to download it for free as well. And there'll be no requirements for it. You can download the WAV for free. And yeah, but hopefully this has inspired you to make your own type beat. The last thing that we have to do is run it through the mastering. We're just going to run it through universal mastering. We can do that now once it's saved, and then that's the beat done. Yeah, so I hope that this video has helped you in some way. You've learned some new things. Yeah, I'm just happy that you watched. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Or if you're on Instagram, hit the follow button for more. Make sure you switch on notifications so that you never miss a beat. And yeah. So as we can see with the mastering, what we're just gonna do is, once it decides to load, there we go. We're gonna go to mastering. It might take a second. It usually gets stuck around 50%. It'll take a minute or two. But then after that, we switch on the universal mastering, which is the purple one. Each mastering does its own thing. So there's sort of a red one which you can use for rage. I can't remember what that's called. It just really brings out the bass and kind of dims out everything else. I would not advise using that unless you make rage songs. Then there's the clarity, which is the blue one, and that's really good for bringing out vocals, but it also dims down the track. Mixtape, it's really good if you want full, loud, high kind of vocals. Universal is better for just bringing out everything in general to the best it can possibly be, and with the Juice WRLD type beat, you definitely want to go for universal. So now, yeah, we just wait. There we go, 100%. Just give it a second to load up. Yeah, so this is what it is right now at the universal. You can sort of hear a difference, right? Especially here. Great. You could also use, I'm going to take you through each one. So this is the fire, that's what it's called. This is the rage one. Yeah, it just completely obliterates everything else. Clarity. It's alright. Tape. A lot louder. Universal is the best for just overall volume. So we want to apply that, and then all you've got left to do is download it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, as I said before, turn on notifications. It helps a lot, and I would greatly appreciate it. I really hope that you learned something, and that you're now inspired to make your own Juice WRLD beat in Bandlab. And peace.